no sunshine when she's gone. It's not warm when she's away. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. She's always gone too long. Anytime she goes away.
Well, let's see. I'm a Pentecostal preacher's son. Born in California, Southern California. Grew up in Kerrville, Texas. And then relocated to Cincinnati, Northern Kentucky area, I don't know, sometime in the late 80s. Played music in church growing up. And started playing country music and blues, a little bit of rock and roll in the clubs back in 89, 90. Put my own band together in 91. Got a record deal about 1995 on MCA Decca Records. And did some touring and making records, and came home about 1999 or 2000 and started having babies and playing local again. So that's kind of where I'm at now.
Yeah, my name's Johnny Petitmore. Same as my daddy and his daddy before. I hardly ever saw Granddaddy down here. He only come to town about twice a year. Buy 100 pounds of yeast and some copper line. Everybody knew that he made moonshine. Now every new man wanted Granddaddy bad, headed up to holler with everything he had before my time. But I've been told he never come back to Copper Hero.
I got my start in the music industry, as I said earlier, just really growing up playing in church. And as far as breaking into the industry, I was playing at a bar down on the Ohio River in Northern Kentucky called the River Saloon. And it was about 1991 and a half. About 92, the whole line dance craze caught on with Billy Ray Cyrus, and Garth Brooks hit real big, and all of a sudden we had like 1,600 people a night in this bar and a big line dance scene, and a lot of national acts coming in and out of the club. Toby Keith was down there when he had his first hit out, Tracy Byrd, Mark Chestnut, Confederate Railroad, and through all this, in fact, Tracy Byrd was in the club one night, and the guy from MCA Records, Dave Wiggand from MCA Records, saw me perform, loved my voice, loved the band, and subsequently ended up signing us to a record deal. So it's kind of how that happened.
Daddy was a Pentecostal preacher man. I was the only rebel child my mama had. Those white shirts and bow ties were choking me to death. Well, I had to run away from home so I could catch my breath. Wound up in a honky-tonk, playing guitar in the band, listening to the jukebox. I learned to sing just like the man, drinking Jack in the back of a Cadillac.
Getting to be in these big studios in Nashville, I not only did my album in Nashville, but I then worked as a demo singer. So I sang on a lot of songs for big writers in Nashville, and just getting to be around great musicians like that, and you know, getting to hang around backstage with Vince Gill and at Reba's shows and all these people, and learned so much. You know, I got meeting Merle Haggard 3 different times was a high point for me. You know, things like that. Willie Nelson, I got to become really good friends with all his band members, and would always get to hang out on the bus, you know, whenever I get a chance to see them. And so
just when it all gets going perfect, that's when you say it isn't working, and you wanna call the curtain before the end of the show. Why do you always want to give up? Like when we get into the good stuff. Why are you so afraid of real love when the moment gets too close? Well, I know what you feel for me, but you can't let your heart
getting acquainted with the whole idea of, you know, you're on a major record label, you think you're all excited, it's going to be great. We had a couple good videos on CMT, and then we had then we got into the real world of you get signed to a label, and your album's supposed to come out within 6 months, then it's a year, then before you know it, they pushed it back, and it's a year and a half, 2 years before it comes out. We were on a label with Vince Gill and George Strait and Reba McEntire and Trisha Yearwood and the Mavericks and all these great artists, which was exciting. The problem was we had to compete with all of them as far as getting our time slot, you know. So that was a little difficult. And then just the shock of you don't really have any say over your music career. So there was a lot of good, and to me there was a whole lot more bad about the whole experience. I mean, I wouldn't trade it. It was fun. I had a lot of fun. I learned a lot, but I like the whole fact that, you know, these days with the internet and stuff, artists can be more independent and have more control of their music, and not rely on record labels, you know, so much. So.
You come to me like an angel in the night, spread your wings and take me into the light. Every time I'm with you, I know we should be together. Every time I look in your eyes, I can see forever. Can't imagine ever letting go, 'cause every time we kiss, I know love don't get no better. I said love don't get no better. I know love don't get no better than this.
My preferred genre of music is, you know, I don't know if I have a preferred genre, as long as it's soulful music. I just like good, strong, real, honest music that's got a lot of soul, you know. I'm known for playing country more around this area, but I love to play the blues, and I love good old-fashioned rock and roll as well, so.
Sit her in the middle of the church of broken people, listening to the walking wounded tell their story. My turn came and I told them my name. I said, this ain't my first time. Then the guy started talking how the devil and the bottle was ruining my life. Yeah, with last night on my breath, I jumped up and said, it ain't the whiskey, it ain't the stuff I smoke. It's all these things I can't forget. It ain't the hard life. It ain't the all nights. It ain't that easy. It ain't the whiskey that's killing me.
It's funny because I feel like I'm a late bloomer, I hope anyways. I'd like to be writing more of my own music and at least just making more albums. I haven't, you know, I've been doing it full time for so long. People assume that I've made a lot of records, but I've only made a few albums in the last 20 years, and I'd like to be, you know, making a record a year from now till I die. So, and just playing live music with the band, you know, I love to perform. That's where I'm really the happiest, is either with my children, you know, or on stage playing music, you know. That's my comfort zone, so.